Howdy y'all, I wanted to do one more example of how to solve a system of equations using your calculator. So I thought I'd do the first one from your worksheet, alright? The worksheet that you did just last night. Now in this one I'm going to show you on both the TI-89 and the TI-84. Those that have a TI-83, well yours will be similar to the TI-84. Those that have a Casio, stinks to be you. Good luck with that. Check in the IB book. You know it. You know who you are. You can check that out. All right, so let's go ahead and try. We've got the problem with Hassan and Muhammad. We worked this out. We wrote two equations. We solved them. We got the answers. So let's first do the TI-89. Okay, and here we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the home screen just so that we're at a normal base. I've already got my two equations here, right? Which is really nice because it was already in that y equals format. Remember, if it's not in y equals, you're going to have to rearrange it first so that it's in that format. But let's go ahead. We can go into the y equals. That's the green and then the F1. If there's anything there, make sure you clear it out. You don't want anything else in the way. And you can go ahead and type in 30x plus 22, enter, and then type in the other one, 20x plus 53, push enter. Now we're ready to graph it, so go ahead and green and then graph. That's F3 for the graph. Oh, there's one of the lines, there's the other. Oh no, they don't cross, Mr. Bar. What am I going to do? Well, you'll notice that they have rather large y-intercepts, which means they're probably off of my graph right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you can see that they start getting a little bit closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually change the window this time. You could zoom out as well, but I'm going to change it manually. So I'm going to go green and then window. Now I want the y maximum number to be bigger, and so I'm going to go down to that, and I'm going to go ahead, and it looked like, well, I already know it's going to go up to 115, so if I'm going to check that, maybe I'm going to go up to about 130. Okay, now what this is going to do, I'm going to go graph again. Now see, this time it's got a whole bunch, it goes all the way up to 130 instead of 110 now, and you can actually see where they cross up in the top corner now. You can change the window again if you want. Like I say, you could have zoomed out instead of doing what I did, but this way I've got the graph right there. So now let's go ahead and calculate. We want the calculator to do some math for us, so F5, push the F5 button. Again, we want the intersection, push enter. Now the first curve we do want to be y1, so push enter. The second curve we want to be number 2, so push enter. Now it wants lower bound. I am to the left of the intersection, so I can push enter. Upper bound, I want to make sure I go to the right, so a little bit farther, a little bit. Okay, I'm sure I'm to the right now. Push enter. It should calculate for you. Oh yeah, there we go. X is 3.1, which was the number of days, and Y is 115, which was the number of tickets. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that away. I'm going to pull out weapon number 2, the TI-84. In some ways, the TI-84 is a little bit nicer. Okay, let's try that one. We'll go to the Y equals. Okay, we'll go ahead and clear anything that's there right in the equations. So 30x plus 22. And then 20x plus 53. We can go straight to graph. We press graph, and of course I'm going to see a couple of lines, but I'm not going to see much more than that. So let me go to the window. Again, I'm going to manually change the window. Okay, I'm going to make the y max something really big. So I'm going to go up to 130. I'm going to go ahead and change the y scale too, because that makes the little hash marks a little bit more spread out. So we'll graph it now. There you go. There's one line. There's the other. You can see where they cross right there. If you're not sure, then you can just go a little bit higher. You can go zoom out again. You can bring the window out, whatever you want. So this time we're going to calculate. You want the calculator to calculate. So second trace. We want to do the intersection. All right. Now this one's a little bit nice because it's going to ask me for the first curve. There's y1. It even gives me the equation. Then it asks me for the second curve. Oh, there's y2. I'm going to push enter again. Now it asks you to guess. You really should go as close to the intersection as you can. You don't necessarily have to. It's okay if you don't, but there you go. We're pretty close. We'll push enter, and hopefully it can... Oh, that was fast. X is 3.1. Y is 115. There you go. That's how you use your calculator, an 89 or an 84, to solve a system. Bam!